this light criteria. What's light criteria? So when you have a patient that has a pleural effusion, right, then the next step is to determine, is this pleural effusion, is it due to transudate effusion or is it due to exudative effusion? Because by dividing them into two, that will help you to come up with a broad differential for the cause of your pleural effusion. So what are these light criteria? So we look at the pleural fluid protein divided by serum protein. If that's more than 0.05, we look at the pleural fluid LDH divided by the serum LDH, more than 0.6, and then we look at the pleural fluid LDH, more than 2/3 of the upper limit of normal serum LDH. So if a patient have any of these criteria, so if any of this is positive, then we say that patient has what? Exudative effusion. Because if any of this is positive, that means there's either, maybe there's a lot of protein in the pleural effusion, or there's very high LDH in the pleural effusion. And like we mentioned earlier, if you have high protein in the pleural effusion or you have high LDH, that's suggestive of what? Exudative effusion. And if none of this is met, then you say that patient has what? A transudative effusion. And then based on that, you can come up with your differentials. And what's the most common cause of transudative pleural effusion again? Very good. Heart failure. So there's something we call pseudo-exudate. Pseudo-exudate. So let's talk about it. So a pseudo-exudate is a fluid that appears to meet exudate criteria based on lab value, but is actually due to transudative effusion. So which patient normally get this exudative effusion? So this is seen when your transudative effusion becomes concentrated after aggressive diuresis. So if you have a patient who have heart failure and then you've been diuresing them, that transudative effusion could become what? Exudative effusion, or fluid removal or hemo concentration. So any of those could do it. So how are you going to know that this is pseudo-exudate? Of course, based on the history, somebody who has heart failure that you've been diuresing them, that could suggestive of it. So this concentrate protein and LDH in the pleural fluid and making it falsely meets light criteria for exudate. So a classic example, like I mentioned, would be a patient who have congestive heart failure that receives diuretics and later their pleural effusion now meets exudate criteria. So that will be termed pseudo-exudate. So how do we correctly identify this? So instead of using light criteria, then you have to use your gradient. So you have to use your serum pleural albumin gradient, that's one, or you can use your serum pleural protein gradient or pleural fluid cholesterol. So let's look at the serum pleural albumin gradient. So that will be difference between your serum albumin and the pleural albumin. Because if this is an exudative effusion, I expect the what? If this is a transudate effusion, I expect the pleural albumin to be low. So by the time you look at the differences, that difference will be more than what? 1.2. So if it's more than 1.2, then that suggests that this is what? Transudate, even if the light criteria says exudate. Also, if you look at the serum to pleural protein gradients, so if the differences is more than 3.1, so that tells you that the pleural protein is low. So that's why the differences should be more than 3.1. That also suggestive of what? Transudative effusion. And the last one there is the pleural fluid cholesterol. So if that's low, that also suggestive of transudative and pleural effusion. So now let's do some questions. So the first question there, a 72-year-old man with long-standing congestive heart failure present with progressive dyspnea. So heart failure, progressive dyspnea, right? Chest X-ray reveals bilateral pleural effusions. Thoracentesis review that our pleural protein is 1.8, serum protein is 6.5, pleural LDH is 90, and the serum LDH is 250. Which of the following best classify this effusion? So if we look at our light criteria, so what criteria are we going to use? Light criteria. So we're going to look at our pleural protein to serum protein. So that will be, so pleural protein divided by serum protein. So that will be 1.8 divided by 6.5, right? So that's 1. And then when you divide that down to give us 0.28. So we can see this is less than what? This is less than 0.5. So this does not meet light criteria. So let's look at the next one. So we look at the pleural LDH. So pleural LDH to our serum LDH. So that will be 90 over 250. And this is 0.36. This also does not meet what? Light criteria. And the last one, we look at the 2/3 of the serum LDH. So the serum LDH is 250, right? So if you multiply this by 250, so that gives us 167. So we can see our pleural LDH is 90. It's not up to the 2/3 of the serum LDH. So it's not up to 2/3 of it. So because of that, so that means none of this meets the light criteria. So we're going to say this is a transudative what? Effusion. So the best answer there will be B.